groovy tune. Trying to funk it up a little bit, adding a little Jimi stuff, a little more funk. So we'll start with the intro, trying to mimic the bass line, right? So we're gonna use picking fingers. Go low E with the pick. You could just use your fingers, but it's hard in time to get back to your pick, you know, if you're playing on your own. But anyway, so we're gonna go. I like to catch the D instead of hitting it here. I think it sounds better here, a little more spankier, a little more bass-like, right? So low E, and then hit 2 on D with your middle finger. Okay, and then you're gonna hit a dead note on low E. Okay, and then hit D, the A string on 5, and then just keep going back and forth. Just kind of pulse it and hammer on to 7 on A. So you get a, and then go back to D on 2, open, dead note, 5 on A, and then we're going to slide in 7 to 9 on D, get 7 on G, slide back 9 to 7, pull off to 5 on D, get 7 on A. That lick's not in the song, it just, you know, sounds cool on your own, right? So you get a, okay, then we have that little, now he's just going like one chord each, right? He's just going E minor to C major. But I thought it'd sound cool to kind of make it funkier and kind of switch between triads and do a little scratchy rhythm in between. So we're going to go from E minor to a different E minor triad to C major to a different C major, right? Right, trying to get that funk in there. So you have your E minor, 7, 8, 9, E, B, G. Then your other E minor is going to be 4, 5, 3, G, B, E. So you're just going. Alright, and then you're going to go C major, 9, 8, 8. And then the other one's going to be 12, 13, 12. Alright, so it's just a. Alright, so it's just back and forth. And then you get into it, right? So then we're going to play E minor 7, or all of 7, A down, D on 9, B on 8. Okay, and then we're going to go down to B minor 7. You can play it here. I just like the way it sounds better, having a different high E note. I just think the timbre of the chord sounds better instead of going. I'm going. Alright, so just keep the same shape and go down to 2 and 4 with it. And we're just going to hit it twice. There's kind of scratchy rhythm in between, right? In between all the changes is kind of like a, it's like a scratchy 16th note, right? And then we're going to take that same shape and we're going to play A minor 7. I mean, you can play it here, 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 you can play it anywhere, right? But I think it sounds good going up high, and we can do the whole Jimi thing with our pinky, right? So bar 12, A down, 14 on D, 13 on B, and then hit it once with your pinky on 15 on E, and then hit it once, take it off, and then the same thing on the B string. Alright, so all together you get. Alright, and then we're going to go down to, where are we at? Oh, we're going to go to A minor 7, right here. So we're playing the same chord, right? I'm just going to finish it off doing this little hendrix double stop thing. Right whatever you want to call it. So here's your A minor 7, thumb and the bass on A, or 5th fret low E string, mute out the A string, bar D, G, B, and E with your index. And you're going to hammer on and off a G on 7 and catch a D on 7. Go up 2 frets to B minor 7, do the same thing. Hammer on and off a G on 9, you get 9 on D. Alright, so that whole thing is Alright, then you're back into it. And this time we're going to go E minor 7, B minor 7, and we're going to come up here. We're going to play this, it's a C major chord with D in the bass. It's C over D, right? You can play this a few different ways. Like, you could play it here, but I think that it doesn't sound that great because it's only one note away from your A minor 7. To me, there's just not enough distinction there. So what I do is I really want to drive that D home, so I put my thumb in the bass on 10. You could leave the A open. I like to mute it though, leave it out. So we're going to have 10 on low E with your thumb, and then 10, 9, 8, D, G, B. That'll be your C triad. And then I put my pinky on 10 on E, get that extra D note, right? And then from there, we're going to play this C triad, 9, 8, 8, which when you play it with C, it's a C triad, right? C major. But if you play it against A, it's your A minor 7 chord, right? You can find the flatted third of whatever chord you're playing and play that major triad against it, and that'll be your minor 7, right? So if you're looking for an A minor 7, your flat 3 is C. Play a C triad, put A in the bass. Same you can play right here. Alright, so then we do that, and then we're going to B minor 7. Alright, 7, mute, D, G, B, E on 7, right? So all together you get. Alright, so both parts real slow, you get. And it just keeps repeating throughout the whole song. It's just, you can just groove for 4 minutes. There's parts where the guitar falls out, but I like to just keep playing. It's kind of like having your own little like backing track, and that's everything. You got to practice this stuff slow because it's pretty quick tempo. It's like 113 beats a minute. So just start at like 60, 70 beats a minute and just work on switching between the chords with that scratchy rhythm in between and getting those hammer-on pull-offs. Because when you start speeding it up, it gets to be a little tricky, right? So you just sit there. This is how you should practice it, or at least how I practice it. You just go, So just real slow like that, and you'll get it. And that's the whole tune. Very fun song. Just practice slow, have fun.